welcome to our channel. We're the GraceNotesStitchers. I'm Corrin.
I'm Colleen, and happy 1st of July.
New month, new whip go.
And our embroidery thing is done.
It is. However, I don't remember, it's like Double Trouble or something, but they did extend it, like if people want to be crazy, and they even have some kind of crazy hashtag like that, like not double dip, but double dare you or double dog dare. That's what it's called, I think. Bad. All right. So, Colleen, what have we done lately?
Lately? You mean like yesterday or?
We've lived a lifetime this week. I know I said that about when we were up at my parents', but my goodness. Yeah.
Saturday?
Well, we want to talk about that at the end, right?
Okay.
Okay. But we'll tell you what we're going to talk about.
Okay.
So, I mean, my brain is just like so overloaded with everything. Saturday, we got to meet Hannah in person, Hannah Dowling of the channel Hannah Dowling. So that was exciting. I'm looking at my planner because I actually used my planner and I've been decorating my pages so that I know what we've been doing. Oh, that was Saturday. Oh, my husband was camping. I've been on vacation from work. That's what we've been doing. So it's been kind of relaxing. It was nice. His trip was way too fast.
Yeah. Like,
he came home and we're like, what? You're already back? Not in a bad way, but like it was over and back to normal life already. So that happened. Monday, Tuesday, I had lunch with a friend on Tuesday, but like Sunday was church. Everything's just been flying past. And then yesterday was
your birthday.
My birthday. All right. So anyway, that was fun. We got to celebrate that all day. We celebrated all day. So I cannot wait to tell you all about that because we celebrated in a way that's very unusual.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a cross-stitcher's dream. So stay tuned for that. All right. So you are here to hear about cross-stitch. If you're not, you probably don't want to be here. Anyway, we have some exciting news. We have 497 subscribers.
Did it go down?
It did. It happens. You know, I know that our channel's not for everybody, and I get it. Or somebody hit subscribe by accident. Especially we got a subscriber, and then I got an email like, oh, try out our product. You know, I'll send you the money. You order the item on Amazon and give us a review on one of these items. So yeah, some of those could be subscribers who are leaving us because I choose not to do that because they're not cross-stitch related. So right. You want to start?
What have we worked on? That one's kind of like meh. We're just really excited about that one. I'll show you my Eiffel Quaker.
She's turning into me.
My thread's fine. I would say I have the Eiffel Tower done, and I have 2 of the motifs done. Not that huge, but
very pretty.
Still loving the fabric.
So this was Sunday.
This was Sunday because I only got to work on one day. And when you gotta put it down, I'm like,
Yeah, our stitching time.
Not really that much.
Yeah, stitching time's like right now. And it's my vacation. This is when I should be like up in my stitching time. I mean, I'm still getting a good amount of stitches. If you're interested in knowing, I tallied up. And for the month of June, I've had 14,000 stitches. I've had bigger months.
I've not counted. I'm too lazy, so sorry. You wanna go?
You gotta talk louder.
Sorry.
Do I want to go? I got a lot to show. I guess I'm not showing that. I finished today my June Christmas wreath by
the Frosted
Pumpkin Stitchery. So this is my stitch along. I even got the back stitching done a few minutes ago. So what was new? The blue light, the ball, the ornament, star, and snowflake. So all of this here is new. But I think it's coming along. Looks like 2 to 3 more clues because I'm pretty sure the 12th clue is how to finish it. So very excited. Very, very excited because it'll be good to have something actually done.
Okay.
I don't see finishes very often.
Speaking of the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery, I worked on my Cozy Cafe. And
I haven't touched it.
you haven't touched yours, and I guess you could say I'm behind now because I've not finished the 3rd month when the 4th month has been released. So that's Earl Grey and pink lemonade. No,
Right here's what she's working on. I'm going to move this.
Sorry. Strawberry lemonade came out, and that's going to be like right under the matcha.
So mine is still mine is still only these 2.
And with these, I stitched some of them in one day, so I'm really disappointed that really it's taking me forever.
Yeah. And I am not worrying about mine because it's Whip Go for this month. So I'm not overly concerned. I don't even know where I have anything. There's so much stuff sitting around us right now. Yeah, it's Whip Go, so I'll get caught up. You know I will. All right, this is Antique Carousel. I will insert the cover photo. My goal was 400 stitches for Whip Go. I had already gotten probably 200 and some in Mania, so I just finished out the 400 and put it down. It's not that it's a terrible thing to stitch on. I just want to put my energy other places.
Okay.
So, I mean, none of this is like, I don't like it. It's just, I don't have time. All right.
You can keep going.
I can keep going because that's a lot. This, on the other hand, should we talk about that for a moment?
Sure.
So we went shopping with him. We know that he has a taste. And let's be honest, his taste pretty much lies in the 80s and the 90s.
Yes.
Of stitching.
Yes.
He does like Teresa Kogut. We found out he really likes her samplers. But they're samplers. So that is older style. I mean, I know they're new, but it's older. And he doesn't love everything that we're doing. Like Frosted Pumpkin, he does think they're cute, but he doesn't go, wow.
Okay, wait. Yeah. So you worked on this and he says, nah, that I like.
Okay, I like it. But, I mean, as a stitcher, can you tell me what's wrong with this? It takes almost as long to backstitch as it takes to put the X's in. Like, seriously. But that is definitely his taste. He's like, wow, that I like. And I'm just like, everything else I've been doing, you haven't? Like, so it's a little sad, but I do know he likes the backstitched look. So what I think I'm going to do, because otherwise this is going to take me a lifetime to do. This is my first 2 blocks that are completely done, by the way. Except for there's some backstitching in some metallics that I didn't have, but I do now. So I'm going to finish that up, and then I'm going to try to do the 3rd block in the month of July. And I'm going to see, because really a block only takes me about a day and a half. So I'm going to try to see if I can complete a block a month.
Okay.
I mean, I think that's a pretty good goal.
My goal is to get to, I would say, the blocks of the year of black work per month, and I've not kept up with that since May. Like, I didn't do it in May.
So you start it in July. You don't have to catch up. You just do 2 blocks.
Yeah.
Now, on the other hand, because see, monthly goals tend to work for me. They do put some pressure on me. I will be honest, but I work better under pressure, I believe. Move on. Whoops. I got my 4,000 stitches. Woo. So she is right on target. She's beautiful. But in June, I got my 4,000 stitches. So yes, I am pleased with her. He doesn't love her. And that's because she's not backstitched. She's not defined enough for him. But to add backstitching to her would totally ruin it.
Right.
So, not happening.
What else do you have?
I have my Paris Quaker.
Oh, you did? Okay.
So I gotta show off
So
mine.
you got this.
I fixed it!
You fixed it.
That's pretty much what I did. Because this is old. This all in here is. And so I totally took everything out and redid it. So I'm very pleased because I completed motif, and it's pretty. All right. That's all I can say. So this has to go back upstairs.
Mhm.
I've got quite the collection of my upstairs stitching now.
Yes, she does. So before I show my one that's I like happy about, it's an accomplishment, not that I something.
It's not beautiful, but it's a lot of work.
This?
Yeah.
No, I just
I mean, the stitching's beautiful.
you're probably gonna see it. Christmas Grogu. Other people call him Baby Yoda. I got work like in the top, so it's under the scrolls. You're not really gonna see it. So I put extra work on this week. I was like, I'm gonna pull it out, so I did.
We'll put a cover photo in of that.
Okay.
Apologize for the zippers. I do have our
And
cover.
what did we learn about Jardin Privé?
Okay, so this might not be new to a lot of you. Because when people are talking about Jardin Privé, they say she. And, you know, if we looked at the bottom, we might have known this. Jardin Privé is just like Mirabilia.
Mhm.
It's just a name. It's the design. And there are two designers. It's mostly Natalie Kishon. I don't know exactly how you say that. But there's somebody else that is involved in Jardin Privé.
Mhm.
And I'm going to say that it looked like she does most of the model stitching, the other woman. It didn't say that she's a designer, but they said they're mostly Natalie's design. Any other whips?
Accomplishment, people. I had an accomplishment. I took my name reminder off because I want you to see every bit. It's too big. All right. It is not finished, and if you are following us on Instagram, you've seen it.
Colleen's trying to keep up with Instagram.
I put a post of I got all the fans finished, not back stitching, and I still have more to do and all that, but there's seriously a ton of back stitching. But yes, all three of them are done and filled in with every stitch. Even their little...
So this band
ribbons.
is completely done now.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Woo!
Very nice.
I think I can have this fin... Oh, no, this has not been called on WhipGo, but...
I thought it was.
Wait, what number is it?
I thought you told me it was.
It
It is.
It was! I was
That's
looking
why
at the
you
wrong
pulled it
one.
out.
No, I've had this out for weeks. Okay, it is, but guess what? WhipGo goal is finish it.
I have a finish in my plans too. So, you should see some pretty awesome work by the two of us.
For
WhipGo.
WhipGo.
All right, let's talk WhipGo. You talk WhipGo while I look for my pages.
Okay, so I believe the numbers for July were called was 2 and 12.
You would be correct.
And WhipGo, you know that. So number 12 for me was Pants of the Far East. Number 2, my supersized paid Melody in Pink, and I need to get a page finish on that. But we just got it as a digital pattern.
Oh, which reminds me, when we are done here, we got to download that to Dropbox.
Okay.
I told you I want to do that on the computer.
Yes, so, and the page finish, especially once I go to digital, be no time at all, but I'll have to highlight what I have done.
Which stinks because you have to...
Yeah, but I barely have any done, and it's over there, but I'm not pulling it out.
But if you actually highlight today and start it tomorrow, then your numbers will be different. It'll start over at 0 tomorrow. And you'll know how many stitches you can't do it one tomorrow.
It's Zoto, it's not Pattern Keeper, so it doesn't keep count.
Your Haid?
What?
Your Haid's going in Pattern Keeper.
Woo! I was just using
I'm sorry,
Zoto.
so we're having a moment here.
Sorry. It's a Haid, I love Haid. I love Pattern Keeper.
All right. I don't have my Kindle down. My phone, I can't show you. But I will have to insert another photo here. Actually later. But I'll tell you later because it was such a big surprise and I want it to stay a surprise. Okay, so if she's doing Melody in Pink, it means I'm doing a supersize, A Place of Our Own. And today is Thursday, right? Yes. Tomorrow will be Friday, which means we got to get them out because mine is 1,000 stitches. And it's important because I go back to teaching on Monday, and this way we can leave everything out.
Mm-hmm.
But after we talk about WhipGo, we got to talk about my Cross Stitch Studio Challenge.
Okay.
All right, so, sorry. Let's just put that over there gently. All right, so Place of Our Own was 2, and then number 12, is that here?
Oh, your Cozy Cafe.
So that's my Cozy Cafe stitch along.
Did we talk about Lydia? How she worked 5 years. She was at Stitch.
Oh, yes.
And we did talk about that?
I don't remember.
Okay, well,
Yes,
she's
that I
doing Place of Her
remember.
Own, the regular one. If we've already said this, sorry. But she is like halfway done with it, and it looks amazing.
So my 2 for my other board is Summer Quaker to be finished.
And she's torn?
Hmm?
You're torn?
Yeah, I've got mixed emotions towards this. So you're going to see an almost finish. Because I'm doing Alphabet, and I'm enjoying Alphabet. And I want to keep up with that. But it is a little boring doing just a letter and putting it down. So I may do what I've been doing and just like do it once a month. And then that way I'm just doing 2 or 3 letters.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm making my plans out loud as we speak, just so that I know. Not that I go back and rewatch our videos. But, yeah. I'll get everything done but the alphabet. And then my 12 is Pocahontas. That is a finish.
It's an orange?
Mm-hmm. I don't even think I'm half done. So that is going to be pushing it.
Mm-hmm.
I am in Crystal Academy.
Mm-hmm.
And my project for this week is my Heroes and Heroines.
Which is
I gotta get 750 stitches put into that before Sunday. I have 2 weeks, but you know, I want to stay current.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that's a lot going on. And then we have Cross Stitch Studio that I belong to. And you can only do this challenge if you are working on one of their patterns, which Colleen is not. I did bring down my pattern that I'm working on because in some ways, I'm on top of it. So I'm working on my Pledge of Allegiance, which we have not told my husband still because I want this to be a good surprise for him. So the goal is 30 minutes a day. Today's July 1st. So after we film, I'm going up to spend 30 minutes on this. And he can see me work because he has 0 clue what this is going to be. He's seen me work on it before.
I remember your progress. It's a decent amount. And go ahead, in the comments, tell us what your goals are.
Oh yeah, that would be awesome. Or if you're not doing whip go, you can tell us if you have a goal.
What's your
for
current
July.
whip? Or your goals?
Yeah. So he wants us to do Janet's piece of One Nation.
He's always like, where's my
He
piece?
is fascinated with One
He
Nation.
loves it.
And here's the problem. Janet, we're still behind. We are on video 45.
Oh, I think we're up to 50.
Okay, maybe we're up to 50.
At least.
But we didn't start watching you until you started at number 80.
Right.
And she's way above that now.
Uh-huh.
So we watch all of her current, but we're still trying to catch up. But there's so many new people we're watching. That's the problem. So we're not like back binge watching, although it was so cool. Tuesday.
Oh, yeah.
Tuesday we watched like 8 episodes. My other daughters were going crazy. But anyway, this is when she was working on One Nation, and every time he comes in the room, she's showing it. And it's a beautiful piece. Oh my gosh, would we ever want to work on it? Maybe. But I'm working. I gotta get Pledge of Allegiance first.
I told him you could get
and
it
he's
in
going
10
to love
years.
it. Oh yeah, and we also said we'll teach you to cross stitch.
Yeah.
Because let's combine what Colleen is going to work with. So she is joining me on the cross stitch challenge of 30 minutes a day. We're just going to time it and work together. So I'm working on my Pledge of Allegiance, and you are working on.
I have to show it?
The pattern.
Okay.
You brought it down.
America the Beautiful by Sue Hillis Designs.
So, you know, he's getting his country.
Mm-hmm.
He's getting his flag. you know.
And he loves the Americana stuff. But I showed this to him. He said, and he just spent like 5 minutes looking at, yeah, that's nice capital names. But I've already figured out the whole order of every state outline. I'm already, because of the color fabric I'm using, it's going to be a darker brown. America the Beautiful, we're doing something special because
That's boring.
it's the same.
Sorry
is
if
the
Sue
color.
Hillis watches this.
The same color here is what I'm using for this.
Yeah. She's doing state outline.
I want to do something like red, white, and blue.
Yeah. So we're going to kind of make it our own. Is that our big plans for this month, I think?
Maybe. But, you know.
Oh, you've got the... Did you get your first stitch in? She is trying to race ahead of me.
How does Hannah do it? How does Janet do it? And all the other people?
You do in hand.
Yeah, they just have it ready to go to hold it up and show their work. Okay, you're going to see it. One stitch. I got
Literally.
one stitch in.
She got
It
one
took me
stitch.
forever to find the center.
And I talked to you about my Invisalign last week. And it's going much better than it was.
Correct. Did you already change out a tray?
No, I don't change out until Monday. And I do feel like I'm talking a little funny. But it's getting better. And I even had a Starbucks today. Started my timer, brushed my teeth, put them in. My husband hasn't even noticed I've been wearing them.
Right. But you got a tool. You can take them
I
out.
did. And if you have an Invisalign, I know there was one of our viewers who said they just started it. I went on Amazon. You got two of these for $5 something. And mine, of course, are pink. But it hooks onto the back, helps it loosen. Oh my gosh, that was a game changer. I hate it a whole lot less.
And they fit in the case.
They fit in my case. And I have 2 of them. So one stays in my purse, in my travel case, because I take it out at restaurants or in the car for Starbucks. And, discreetly. But I take it out, put it in there until I can get into the bathroom and brush my teeth. So, yeah, so I have the travel
she's
one.
done it, so her head's down. And we were like, it looks like she's crying.
Well, that or taking out real teeth. And then, of course, I have the other one in my bathroom.
Right.
For brushing my teeth. But I'm brushing my teeth so much. Oh my gosh. It's insane. But it's good. Okay. So, should we talk about...
Saturday goes before Wednesday, so...
I have so much fun stuff. So, yeah. Saturday.
So it's not the end because there's stuff that happened yesterday that we'll take, but we want to tell you in order. So we're going to talk about what we did Saturday.
So here's my fun thing about my happy planner is I can take things out and I can show you. So that is my planner. I've just been stickering it up because I can.
It's like Saturday right there. Look there.
That's my Saturday.
Yeah.
Time with friends, shopping with Hannah, yield cross stitchery. Today is the day because I'm so excited. Coffee, shop, talk, repeat. Okay, coffee came first before we even got in the car because Hannah's not a coffee drinker, which is quite all right. But shop, talk, repeat. We actually did. We did all that in one day.
Wow.
But then I had to come home and put in here such a great day because I had no sticker that said best day ever.
Oh.
Our best year ever, but anyway, and then we got ice cream. And I don't do ice cream much. And so that was just like the perfect end.
So pretty much,
because I'm not a big
ice
ice cream
stickers
person.
to summarize your day.
Yeah, so I kind of put some of them on afterwards, but that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
But like the relax and unwind, that wasn't really a me kind of day. So like, there is no me time, and I don't need me time. I'm more about girl time with my girls, my own girls.
Yeah.
I mean, I love spending time with my girls. Sometimes I get a little irritated with my girls, but it's because of 3 teenage girls who are in different cycles, and it's not always fun. So you know that. All right. Let's talk about Saturday. So we got in the car, texted, we're on our way.
We took a picture before we left.
Yes, we'll put that in here. My middle daughter, she took a picture of us right before we left, but we were sending these to my husband because he likes to...
He kept saying stuff like, I hope you have fun, and like telling
him we have to keep telling him what's going on.
And that was when he was coming back from his camping trip.
Yes, yes. So he was driving back, but he got home around 3 o'clock and just piddled around the house. It was actually good because he was carrying all of his stuff in, and
he needed the shower.
Yeah, he needed a shower, and apparently he bought a tent and
had middle sister
clean it all out.
Yeah.
So, that was fun.
She was not happy.
Yeah, so we missed all of that. That was a good thing to not be around. And I guarantee you next year, she won't be around either. She'll be like, I'll go to cross stitch shop. So let's talk about yield cross stitchery.
Okay, so... So if you have watched Hannah's video, she's smoking a 10 feds, totally okay.
Yeah, I was saying.
We got out of our car, and we're just walking the one street, and it's raining, so we're just like,
we're like trying to hurry, and I texted her, we're going to wait inside.
Right, and then she just goes, hey! I'm like, what? And then she comes running.
Yeah, she ran across the street, tried to not be rained on.
Right, we hugged. Like, I just had to. We couldn't get to the shop.
Yeah, and then we ran into the shop because it started pouring. And, like, she's like, I don't know what to do with the rain. And I said to her, I'm staying inside. I held up my
It's like they just got here. It's not like we stepped out and,
Yeah, I held up my leather purse and I went, okay, so no lie. I don't get my purse wet if I can help it.
Oh, yeah.
I literally, even since my kids were kind of young,
I was the fabric purse.
Yeah.
Anyone?
Well, that was more because of you not wanting to get the groceries wet.
Okay.
I would leave them in the Walmart between the two doors. And then I would drive up so that all my groceries wouldn't get wet. But I will leave the kids with my purse and tell them I'll pick them up.
She will, like, if she's wearing flip-flops or like
sandals, I didn't tell Hannah this.
Take them off. She'll put them in her, and
I'll put them in my purse.
True.
Or carry them depending on what sandals I have on. And I run barefoot to the car. It's easier to dry your feet. Okay.
But Hannah, I love your purse. It's beautiful.
Yes, she had a Coach purse too. So that was kind of cool. So she's like holding up and going, yeah, me too. We even had the same wallet, just different colors.
Right.
Hers was Disney, mine's not.
And I have the same style, and it's Star Wars. And I said,
so this is the kind of the wallet.
This is what I was just talking about. C-3PO and R2-D2.
But while it's TitchCon, we keep forgetting to show you this.
How many videos has it been since then? I've been getting compliments on it.
Oh yeah, everywhere we go, people are like, I love it.
Black Needle Society.
It was on the preview table.
Yeah. Why did we say?
I'm gonna picture your earring. Sorry.
It says, I'd rather be No, I'd rather be buying cross stitch.
So you were yesterday. Oops. So anyway, as we're shopping and taking a look and a tour around, it was fun. It is a very small shop. Not small in inventory, but small in space.
Everything's sorted by their themes. So you don't...
In alphabetical order by designer in the theme.
Right, you can't just go and say, oh, this is all of...
Memorabilia.
Yeah. I mean, there was, actually. But Memorabilia was.
That was hilarious. I wore leggings, thank goodness, because I was sitting on the floor looking through the Memorabilias. I was like, I need a break anyway. So I'm sitting on the floor, and Hannah's looking at beads or floss, and she's kind of reaching over me, and she's like, I hope you don't mind. I'm like, I don't care if you don't care, because I can't get up right now. So that was kind of funny. Oh my gosh. Okay. And Hannah did talk about this in her video. So this is a Hannah love fest right now. I apologize to those of you who don't know Hannah. If you don't know Hannah, go watch Hannah.
Yeah, you should be watching.
She's tons of fun. But anyway, I'm like this, like seriously fanning myself in there. It is so hot. And I kind of remembered that from before, but with the rain, it was just like
and there were
oppressive heat. There was like 3 or 4 other people. But I was just like this. And you could hear the air conditioning running. So anyway, what happened was she had the air conditioning set at 82. She thought that the temperature was reading that the room was 82. And somehow she had set the temperature at 82. So she did fix it. She put it to a lower temperature. This was the employee, not the owner, by the way.
The last third of the visit. That's
was much more pleasant. Yeah. Much, much more pleasant. So we found much more than we needed to. Should we show that haul now?
I guess we can. So, haul segment now.
We're going to go back and forth between what we've been doing in haul.
I'm going to show you some Mill Hill kits.
Why are we shivering?
That I was like, wow, I just got to have. And I did have my
gift certificate.
And I used it, so thank you very much. I probably couldn't have gotten as much if I didn't have the gift.
Probably?
I wouldn't have. Okay, so hummingbird. And recently I found a new obsession with hummingbirds. Not really an obsession, but I like them a lot. Nowadays I see anything peacock related, I'm like, wow. So
she's starting to like birds.
It's a proud peacock.
We were going to say that.
Because birds.
You like cardinals.
No. I saw this stitched up, I think it was Pam? No, Steph, who stitched this up at
Don't remember.
StitchCon. I'm not huge on the green dress. And this is Mirabilia. If you can for a second, just try to guess which Mirabilia it is. Lady Justice. She said, this is gonna go, you said, you're like, it might go away, and I do like it. I might retire. And I'm looking at...
Because, what, did I give away Lady Liberty?
Lady of the Flag.
Lady of the Flag, I sold. I mean, I got decent money for it, but now she wishes she would have done it.
So, I was trying to look up color conversion, so if anyone can find a blue color conversion, please tell me about it. But I got that, and that's not planned future because I've already gotten fabric.
That's just
add to your stash.
Stash, yes.
Okay, so this is slipped. The Duchess of Rowan.
Yeah. Or Rowan. Rowan or
I love
Rowan.
Mirabilia because I guess she has to be my favorite designer. I mean, I'm not big on the mermaids, but pretty much all of them, I'm like, wow. So we're there, and you know, cross stitchery genius. When I was home, and I was like, wow, these are sandwich bags. I mean, I guess I can take it out. Sorry.
So whenever they cut the big pieces down and have anything left, they put it into sandwich bags.
So it is not opalescent. It is the metallics, and I think this is Picture Plus. Yes. 32 count.
We have a thing for pictures.
Sorry, I'm moving around a lot.
I'm really hoping to come back out with the club.
The fabric of the month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would love to.
So that will go on Duchess of Rowan. What did she do?
I don't know.
Okay. Ever since my siblings and my dad saw this, they want it now. Quaker du Japon. And I definitely changing colors now because that looks too boring for me.
And you're not doing that till you're done with France, right?
Correct. And that's probably when I'll let myself start it.
Yeah.
Because I want to start it, but I don't have fabric for it. But I am in love with that. She found that for me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so do you want to show yours and then I'll show Hobby Lobby?
Oh, okay. So, okay, I may have been accused of being an enabler by Hannah. And apparently, I've now been an enabler to Colleen. So, you know, maybe I have a thing for helping people out a little bit. You know, because that's what I do.
Is it a curse or is it a blessing?
I know, right? Go shopping with me. I'll find the things that you didn't know you wanted, and you always did. All right.
So when you saw this, you went, oh, they have it!
They have it. I got this online for free, but I felt guilty because I knew it was...
Right.
I didn't know if it was discontinued or not, so I didn't stitch it.
So you did Dance of the Bumblebee, and this is Jig of
the Ladybug. It goes with the Bumblebee. And she didn't have the stars. Oh, yeah. Sorry. She didn't have the stars. We'll do it this way. So I asked her with all of her charms in drawers, and she did. She had extras. The nice thing is, the owner had stitched this, so she knew exactly what they should look like.
So that was she said, I'm going to staple these in, because then you're going to forget what they were for, and you might lose them. So they're in the pattern, and you know that we're there for that.
So my husband was disappointed a bit because I came home without these after I sent him pictures of them.
At Keepsakes.
So I went ahead and bought espresso, but they did not have cappuccino. But they did have cafe mocha, which is kind of awesome because my drink of choice is a white mocha. Leanne will make me white mochas at home. I will just make white mochas of my own.
It makes sense now, but yours is incorporated. It's because mine was like Jim Shore. It's buttons and beads, so they include this button in there. That's why I was confused. Why? Because it's like, did they do a collab or something together?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so cafe mocha, that will probably be the first one I do. Because it is my drink. And it looks like that too.
If you don't like
and if I don't enjoy working on it, she's going to make it
She was asking how it was on the perforated paper, and I said my hand didn't cramp because holding fabric.
And you know, she liked working on the perforated paper, and I thought it's a new thing. Why not? Because Hannah did remind me I could do it on any fabric. I'm like, I could.
One time I did see someone doing fabric. I'm like, how come I like never thought of that? Because I know people, if they get a kit with some fabric, they sometimes don't use the fabric. And sometimes except for the Williamsburg one. But I pretty much always use the fabric they give.
So I found those cute little Halloween patterns for Hannah.
Right. So is this the same
thing? It's the same.
Okay.
So I'm just going to laugh here. So I was looking and I thought they were bendy stitchy. And I've never had a bendy stitchy pattern. So I saw Michelle actually stitching the coffin one, which is what I was pulling out for Hannah. I was like, hey, look at these, you know, and she's like, let me see. And I pulled this one out and she goes, I don't do Valentine's Day. I said, I don't either, but I do hearts. And then I
Loads of
get to
Love.
the register. Yeah, it's called Loads of Love by the little Stitch Girl. And I'm like, oh, this isn't Bendy Stitchy. She goes, but you like it still, right? I'm like, well, yeah, I do. So I'm going to get it anyway. Hers is a little Stitch Girl too. It was, none of ours were Bendy Stitchy.
Right.
That's a little weird, but it happens. All right, so why was I sitting on the floor?
Because you have to get mirrors too.
Of course, before they get
Discontinued.
Alice. Is it called anything else? No, it's just Alice.
And Shade Queen Bee, and I've seen that. Like, I don't think I've seen a stitch. I saw it on the website. I'm not a bee person, so.
Ella, the Frog Princess. My husband liked these too. So he is big on memorabilia. But again, there's backstitching.
Because he's
Not a ton.
He still reminds me about...
80s, he's seriously stuck in the 80s and 90s.
Well, yeah, he's stuck there, but he's angry about my send up old roses.
Oh, gosh.
But
We'll never
he
live
did
that
mention
down.
sometime, like, recently, he's like, when are we going to go pick a frame for the one he got for his birthday? Goose Girl.
And, you know, I like fairy tales of all sorts. Doesn't have to be just Disney. So this is by Glendon Place. So I got Mary, Mary Quite Contrary. I'm looking forward to doing that.
I think
No
you
time
should
soon.
Start it after you finish your other Glendon Place.
Well, that's going to be a year from now. So I have to get the correct butterfly. I saw one online. Darn it. I thought I bought a butterfly. Oh, there is one that's this, like this. So I will get the butterfly. This is by Lottie Da. No. Alessandra Adelaide. I never had an Alessandra Adelaide. So I know there's a blue butterfly like this. I will need a bumblebee. So if anybody knows of an Alessandra Adelaide bumblebee that would be of this sort, please, please, please let me know. And I will buy it immediately because I don't want to miss out on it. And I did realize this is a limited edition, so that's why I snatched these up, because I know they will not be stitched anytime soon. But there's my hummingbird for Leanne. There's my ladybug for Colleen. I'll get my butterfly.
Did you say
for Lauren.
hummingbird? Because I think you meant dragonfly.
I meant dragonfly because, you know, that's what that is.
But speaking of which, he said, my dad said, when she goes to a cross stitch store, she's in her zone. She's just...
Hey, I put back a lot.
Okay.
I said no to a lot. And then I got Coffee Time. There's a lot of classic colorworks I didn't realize I needed here. I didn't put these on my list.
Oh, yeah.
I made my list for Margaret for June, you know, yesterday since it was June 30th. But Coffee Time, ink circles. I don't own any ink circles.
Right.
So I got my first ink circles. And I am going to stress the word first.
So, also, remember the word coffee in this episode. Just remember the word coffee.
I think I'm pretty synonymous with coffee. Corinne means coffee. No, I'm joking.
C is for coffee.
Yeah, C is for
There was
coffee.
a pattern like that.
There is. Okay, so this is Rose. Well, need I say why I bought that? I mean, Rose is my birth flower.
Pink is her dress.
Is my color.
And what's her background?
And there's a piano. Like, how could you not get that? And this way, I didn't have to pay shipping. So it was $2 more or $1.50 more than 1-2-3 Stitch, but I was supporting my small business, which is so, so important. And I'm going to need Hannah and Colleen's help because I bought 2 pieces of fabric.
Oh, I forgot.
Totally forgot what they were for because, you know, it's been 4 days. So you got me
And this is...
as to what they're for. I think this, I'll have to see.
I know.
I had a plan for this. It's Shale by Picture This Plus.
I don't think it's for your...
It wasn't for anything I bought. It's for something.
Okay, so I think that gray one is for your Alice Stitch Along.
That's for my Alice Stitch Along.
Forest.
Owl Forest.
And that is...
This is for my Mirabilia Mermaid.
Oh, it is?
I think so.
Mermaid up close?
Yeah.
I mean, like, look at the size of it.
It's huge. It's bigger than I need, but
Is that
this
it?
might be for Mermaid of Pearl. I'll have to look. I think it is because the other piece was really pushing it.
Right.
And since this was pink rose, I thought that it suited it. I love the fabric. And this is passion fruit linen.
Two
SW. Do we know what SW means?
SW.
If you know and I don't, just let me know. But that is what I got it for. I know that. And I thought if it looked terrible, it didn't matter because I'll use it for something else. And
Okay.
Mermaid of the Pearl can be on something else.
So do we move this one?
I think that's everything.
Okay.
So yes, we went to a delightful place. Was King George in?
King George. I think it's George's Inn. King George's Inn.
And it was a walk away. So we dropped everything in my car and we walked down there, and it was a nice little walk because the sun had come out. So we did get our picture.
We're like, oh,
yeah, we're all
going
like
like
puddles. It was funny. So we'll put a picture here of us with Hannah outside the store.
The workshop.
Yeah, so I feel funny taking pictures inside. I don't know, especially after the lady told me that there were other floss tubers earlier in the week taking pictures. I don't know. I just am not really that person. I don't.
Right.
My husband would have taken 1,000,001, and he even asked me where the pictures were, and I'm like, I sent them to you because he kept saying send me pictures.
Right.
So I did, and then we got a good picture over at King George's Inn. We ate outside, and that was wonderful. While it was warm, we had an umbrella, and so it was shady, and our food was delicious.
We got a
Of
French.
course, company was perfect.
Okay, true. We got a French dip. We shared. I loved it. And then good French fries. And Hannah got a avocado. Was it a melt?
Well, it was with chicken, grilled chicken.
Right.
But
and she got their homemade chips. Those were good.
those were good. We tried them, and she bought me lunch for my birthday. I was like, oh, that is just so sweet. And
For the rest of the day, I couldn't put my hair up because my scrunchie broke.
right at lunch, her scrunchie broke.
The elastic snapped, so it didn't like break. It's still sewn. So I couldn't put my hair
Did you put one of these things inside of another, or is this it?
Oh, I did not do anything except for taking the corners off.
Okay. So, you know, you don't really, like, okay, I mean, I guess we've been sitting here talking for an hour and a half.
Oh, we sat, like, even after we'd eaten?
Yeah, I mean, we were chatting and having fun, and all of a sudden dark clouds came.
Right.
And we're like, oh no, we better, because it was a little bit of a walk back to the car. Like, I guess we should head back before it starts to rain again. And she's like, oh, okay. So we started to walk back, and I was like, wait, I knew what I was planning on doing and totally had forgotten. But I said, didn't you tell me you'd never been to a Hobby Lobby? And she said, yeah. I went, if I find one nearby, you want to look? She's like, yeah. Yeah, so we both drove down because I thought...
we said, how much time do you have? And she's like, I planned this day for us.
Yeah, she said she didn't have an end day. So I was like, awesome. Okay, so we'll go down. We took 2 cars. We both knew where we were going.
And we both took the wrong turn.
Well, that was close to the place. Yeah, that was right before we got in there. Yeah.
To Hobby Lobby. Yes.
But as I'm seeing signs, I'm like, I think we're in New Jersey, Colleen.
Oh, yeah.
Don't ask me. So we were in Chestnut Hill. No,
we were in
Cherry Hill.
Uh-huh.
My husband used to work in Chestnut Hill, Pennsylvania, which is near Philadelphia. And I thought that's where we were going. But we ended up in New Jersey instead. And then we had to take the school kill back around Philadelphia to come home. So that was exciting.
Oh, but we saw...
oh gosh, Colleen took 1,000,001 pictures.
I love it.
I was like, oh my gosh, okay. But yeah, so yes, we got to Hobby Lobby, and on the way down to Hobby Lobby, I saw a little ice cream place.
It was like smooth.
Mr. Smoothie, or Mr. Softy. Softee. Which I've never had before. It was good. We did that afterwards. And I did treat.
We could insert a picture because I got strawberry
donut. We do have a picture.
So you ended up with the cotton candy, and we all had, like, she got a waffle cone, I got the regular cone, Hannah had our dish with her mint chocolate chip.
Because I made a mess.
So we're in Hobby Lobby, and Hannah sees this thing, and she just goes,
she found it. Yeah, and she's like, if you don't buy it, I will. And I was like, I don't want to buy it. I don't want to buy it because it would go on sale the next week. And she took it, and she bought it. And it's your birthday gift. She goes, I just have to. Because it's my little Paris. And I'll put in another picture here so that you can see what Colleen does to my little Paris.
Actually, that was Dad's picture, so he did it.
What are you talking about?
Oh, he took a different picture. So, but yeah, there's one I did.
You took 2.
Yeah.
I'll put both of them in. But isn't that the sweetest thing on earth? So it's going to be in my living room for a few weeks so my students can see it. And then we're going to put it up on my shelf so it's in my stitching room. Well, it's not our stitching room. It's our craft room. I sew in here. I do sew in here once in a while. What did you get at Hobby Lobby? What did I buy? I bought one thing, but it was small.
Pins that
are upstairs. And I got Hannah's signature on it for John.
Okay, so here's... Okay, so she was, when we were looking, when I told... Oh, I guess I'll show this first. Hannah was talking about making a scissor prep. She's like, I haven't made any or needle minders either. So I was like, how would you pick one? And I'm going to make you one. Because I was nonchalantly trying to say, like, what's your favorite themed stuff?
And then she started talking about making one. We're like, yeah, just pick.
So she chose this. And it's going to be awesome. And I'm going to have to make that soon. But I haven't done anything because I just want to show you this. Yes, this week has felt like forever. Okay. Then... You called it an anchor, so then I found this.
Yeah, an anchor to the...
And it says anchored by Grace, and now I like associate with the name a lot.
Anything she says Grace.
So, GraceNotesStitchers.
Right.
And like, other than saying, but the anchor.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so cool. This is a bridge.
Yeah.
I'm going to take off, or I'm going to have help somehow, and I'm going to turn that into a needle minder, because I like the big needle minders. And they're so sparkly, and there were such tons, and some of them are $18, so I'm not purchasing those until I do have money. And I got one of these too. I call it the Cross Stitcher Survival Kit, because it would have helped me in my crisis. But I'm trying to open it in the store, and she's like, it just... So, and when I saw this, I'm a magnet. I was confused. I was trying to touch it, I'm like, what? So anyway. You got some needles, and she said they're sewing needles, so I will trade them out
for cross stitch needles.
There's some bobbins, so I had left this here to show, but you needed bobbins yesterday, so I would have had those in there. And I have another pair of scissors, so now I think I have 5 pairs of scissors, and then there's
a whole 5,
a threader, so
which you use.
Yes, so
and then you got one more thing.
Oh, StitchCon freebie table, I got an anchor book attached to an Afghan. So it was an Afghan
lighthouse book.
What do I call it?
Anchors. You're stuck on anchors.
Lighthouse. So, as soon as we go over this, kind of area where the magazines are and the patterns for knitting and sewing and crocheting maybe, I saw this and I squealed. It's so adorable. So
it's going to be a wildlife Afghan.
It's going to be a wildlife. It's adorable. So... I might have this done by a child or something. I don't know. It's so cute. So
sorry, that's Twilight breathing.
And she's bridged between us, I guess, or one of both of us.
So that was our Saturday haul.
We had a great time.
We had an awesome time.
And yeah, like how she said, and like just felt so great watching her. We're just like, wow. But yeah, thank you, Hannah.
We're so glad you met with us. No, and then, you know, we talked about maybe doing 24 hours of cross stitch later this month, so that would be fun.
How some people have said it is like, it's not really different of how they are on their channel and how they are in person. Like, she is just as bubbly and fun.
My husband just, it's like, I wish I was a fly watching you guys, he said, because I'd love to see you guys laughing together. Because, like she said, we made the same wrong turn. Don't ask. We were both following Siri, and I think it just was the way it was. But I told her when we got somewhere, I said, I'm a little directionally challenged. And she goes, so am I. We got turned around in the store. Ugh.
But she's so genuine, and generous. Like, yes. She's a great person.
She is. She's a sweet person, a sweet friend to have. And we're very thankful to know her.
And the girls asked when we got home, did I feel like a third wheel? No, I did not.
Oh, no.
No, I felt like I was there too.
Like, this sounds funny, but do you remember those little best friend necklaces from when we were younger? That you have the one in the middle and then the 2 on the outer? Yeah, that was us.
Oh, yeah. But also, I thought she was going to mention our channel, but when we were getting ice cream, I said, no, I'm not a homebody or a couch potato. I'm a home potato.
Yeah, she had Hannah in stitches there. She's like, that's my new word. Home potato.
Yeah.
Okay. Potato. All right. So then Monday and Tuesday, did we do anything? We prepped for buying food. not going to bore you with our meal, but we made this humongous dinner last night for my birthday.
It was courses, which was not intentional.
But I wanted it to be like a restaurant. And we used my fine china. And we did it up. We had soup and salad first. It wasn't really planned to be way before the meal.
Like, everything's homemade. French vanilla. Not French vanilla.
French onion.
French onion.
And so we had soup, and then we had steak, but the steaks weren't quite done. So we had our baked potatoes and our carrots.
And one of the potatoes in the oven, but it's still edible.
Shoot, she's going to bake that bread.
Oh, no.
And we have potato I didn't clean out of the oven yet.
No.
Ah. Anyway, lots of fun going on here. But anyway, and then we had Cheesecake Factory for dessert, so that was nice. We went and got a few pieces. Pictures. And
the steak, they were like bacon wrapped. And
they were good. We didn't bacon wrap them. We bought them that way. But anyway, we went to Cheesecake Factory, just bought a couple slices and shared them
at home.
Yeah, we shared them.
Okay.
All right. And as a surprise, even the day before my birthday, I got a special gift, a rack from Heaven and Earth. And I was like, what in the world is this? And I opened up my email, and he had to surprise me with Rapunzel. She's from Melanie Delon, just like my Mulan. So it's like the most amazing surprise ever. So thank you, Hannah. I love it. We got up, we went to a buffet at Shea Maple, which is like one of the biggest in the country.
All you can eat in America, I think. I don't know in the world, so I think it's...
No, America. It's not in the world. Right. Anyway, Shea Maple Smorgasbord we went to. Sorry, hard to say. And then we spent an hour and a half in the gift shop.
Like,
I didn't even want to go to the gift shop, but I had a 20% off coupon because of it being my birthday. But I don't want to go down there. I just did. We had plans.
I'm glad I did though.
But my husband always likes to go there. Excuse me. And he went into the restroom. It was taking a few minutes. So my girls were like, well, can't we just go down and look while... Of course. So we went to look, and then an hour and a half later we were done. But he came down, and we were looking at jewelry.
The jewelry is almost like right there. There's a jewelry counter.
And he's like, well, have the girls each pick out a pair of earrings, because I want to buy them each a pair of earrings. That took forever.
I was easy because
he got me Eiffel Tower ones.
I found those for but yeah, I was the easiest if you can see them. I think they're butterfly wings, like one on each side. But they're gold, so I can't really wear silver stuff, which I just did.
And then you bought...
I bought, if you can see that, because I'm not really leaning, it's the Eighth Notes.
Yeah.
Music. She found that for me. And there was a blue butterfly one I wanted, but I chose to get this one. And then I bought these because, again, my hummingbird obsession.
And Leanne bought me a Little Mermaid necklace.
So hers was a bunch of charms. So she gave you the chain, and she has the rest of the charms.
Oh.
She didn't like the mermaid. That's why she gave it to you. She won't tell you.
But Leanne used to collect mermaid, like Ariel. She loved Ariel.
So
and I said to her,
real quick?
Yeah, I said to her, do you know why you collected Ariel? And she's like, not really. I said, you liked the color when she wore the green dress. I said, you didn't like her as a mermaid. You liked her as a princess. And she's like, that makes so much more sense. I'm like, yeah, that's was it her hair? I'm like, no, it was the green dress. The green dress Ariel was her favorite. So we actually found her a green backpack with, now she was a mermaid, but it didn't matter because it was a shade of blue-green that Leanne collected.
So she liked blue-green as a little girl.
And my girls like things based on color. Well, Lauren liked Tinkerbell because Lauren is Tinkerbell. Yeah, like, even to this day, she stomps her foot like Tinkerbell. It's insane. But Colleen liked Cinderella. And then she's like, I don't like Cinderella anymore. I like Aurora.
Yeah.
And so, you know, we started buying Aurora stuff. I'm like, so why the change to Aurora? She's pink.
Yeah, I liked pink.
And I was like, so you changed the princess you liked?
Like, my first favorite color I can remember was the sky blue. And then I liked the pink. And then for a bit, when I was like 12, I went to red.
Yeah.
And then it's been royal blue.
So then I saw these cute little unicorn boxes of pearls that you open the oyster and get the pearl out. And they were only $6.99. And I was like, girls, would you do that as a birthday project? And they're like, okay. Leanne, well,
Lauren was not convinced. She was like, I don't need to do it.
But Leanne says, if you do, I'll be good at it. I won't complain while we're at all the cross-stitch shops. I was like, okay. So we all end up with the same color pearl, but that's okay.
It's a little disappointing, but it was fun to do just for a second.
It was fun.
And yes, we're showing the exact same thing. But,
yeah.
You know,
so,
but it's...
I don't know. It was fun.
It's in there.
It was fun to do. And my daughter, while I'm purchasing them, is like, yes, so it is the full-grown woman in her 40s who's getting the mermaids and unicorns. But, you know, it is what it is. And if you've never heard of this, loci, water from Mount Everest is in the white bead, and mud from the Dead Sea. And I'll tell you why. It says, sometimes you're on top, stay humble. The white bead carries water from Mount Everest, the highest point on earth, and sometimes you've hit a low, stay hopeful. The black bead carries mud from the Dead Sea, the lowest point on earth. And I just thought that was really cool. And it's Disney, so this is Cinderella, and it's got some of her shoes on it. And there were so many, it was really hard to choose, but Cinderella is my favorite, which I know you guys know. And then he also got me an, not I would say essence, but essential oil. It's romance, but it's rose quartz, so I love it. I need to spray it more. But it's really cool.
On the way to Shady Maple, the stitch bow that we talked about, I think last time.
Oh, you did them all. I thought you gave up.
Nope. I went out and there's Black in her crew, just so that these are the ones that I'm very close to running out, and this will stay in my stitchy spot. So when I need those, and they keep the color on them. So these will be like, hey, it's right here, and I will bobbinate them. And then when it's empty, I will go look at what my next one is. And they're in numerical order because I can't have, you know, disorganized.
So I was on our way cutting for Annie's Keepers. And I think I lost my 9-inch grab, my stick, from Roxanne. And that really, really saddened me. It fell off my lap, and I can't find it in the car. And my husband said, did it fall out when you opened the door? And I didn't hear it. And when we came back to the car, we didn't see it. So I'm really sad. But I still have the 18-inch, which is the important one. But I was taking my 18-inch, wrapping it, laying my 9-inch against it, and that was where I was snipping. So it worked out nice. But all the numbers that I prepped, I did cut those. I did do a little stitching in the car on my Christmas wreath. I got about 130 stitches done in the car, so I was pleased with that. My other project was writing more of my projects.
Oh, right.
Getting my stickers on and stuff. And I intentionally left my stickers at home going, I don't need to carry my stickers. Forgetting that I used my stickers. And to me, it's kind of important because that's where I start my writing. So anyway, I didn't work on that car project at all. And then as she said, I was going to bobbinate. Well, that didn't happen either. And I only had like 5 or 6 to bobbinate, but I had my stickers, I had the floss, and forgot the bobbins. So that didn't happen. So then our first stop was in Strasbourg. So we were just planning on going to Westchester.
Right.
And we were all excited about this. But he's like, no, it's your birthday. I want to hit at least 2 stops. Okay.
We had a time we wanted to be home, but that went out the door. So
the day kind of got away from us. But I found the most adorable scissor keep, which is awesome because I had just said to her, I need to see if the cross-stitch shop has any little silicone tips for this exact pair of scissors, which I had in the car. So it fits. It's perfect. And I love it. So that was awesome. And they only had one other, which was Halloween. So
when she was showing that in the car, I was like, I didn't see those. And then, what?
Never mind.
And then she was like, oh, it's that. And I was like, oh, okay. I didn't miss out.
Yeah, so you didn't miss out, right? So then, you didn't buy anything.
I only got the stuff from the last stop, so.
The one I missed from StitchCon, she had Wilbur. And I had a really nice talk with the lady.
So, right at the counter, right there, she had the punch needle. And then she was like, oh no. And then back in that more of a corner, she had it.
So, Leanne, who doesn't do cross stitch,
which was that?
Finds this. Waxing Moon Designs, which
you don't have.
I don't have. So I was like, oh, it's monthly trios, October, November, December. So there's Colleen's birth month, and it's not Santa. It's a beautiful house decorated for Christmas.
October is just a pumpkin.
In October is a pumpkin with an owl, and Leanne loves owls.
Yeah.
So she goes, Mom, it's October and look what's on it. It's not Halloween and it's an owl. Don't you want to do this for us? And I was like, yeah, I do. And then, of course, I saw this, and August is Lauren, and I thought that was so cute. And then, of course, then I had to do June, which is a bee.
And the rose.
And
the bush?
Yeah, a rose bush, which I have. And then May for my husband. And I was like, well, if I'm doing all those, gotta do this. So I said to them, do not count on me doing these anytime soon. But I do have an idea.
Speaking, just hold up. Sorry. Of monthlies, I was so confused why you would just do so many series of these monthlies, Janet. But it all made sense. One of your videos, and it was one of the older ones. I was like, they're per month, but you have a house. It's not like you live in a room. So you get to decorate the entire house with all your monthlies. So just then it made sense. I was confused before that.
So maybe in 2022. This is my first plans for 2022. Oh. All right. I waited till July to do it. Look at me. Maybe one a month.
Oh, right. Those. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it will be made during that month. So it might not be up until 2023 unless I decide to do it the previous month. So I'd have to start in January or December, I mean. Maybe when everybody's doing their new starts, maybe I will start this in December.
Maybe. Okay.
All right. So that was the first shop, which is Hodgepodge in Strasbourg. And again, the lady was so nice, so wonderful. We had a great little time visiting with her and talking. And my husband thinks we're celebrities. I told you guys that. It's hilarious.
I was just like, don't say that.
He's like, they're so close to 500 subscribers because they went to StitchCon. And oh my gosh, I'm just like, be quiet. Mm-hmm. It's so funny.
They had a blast down at StitchCon. It's like, okay.
Yeah, but we had very nice visit. Oh
yeah, this is Shady Maple.
Shady Maple.
But she's been wanting these tags. What do you call them? Keychains.
Yeah.
So
to use as floss drop holders. So I'm probably gonna have Colleen take some of the links out, so it's not so long.
Am I now? Those are strong links.
Maybe Leanne will. Leanne's been making herself earrings. So, anyway, take a few links out, but I've heard these called, jewelry. Floss jewelry, floss drop jewelry. But, so that's my Shady Maple floss drop jewelry. But scissor keep. So anyway, I have that. And then we decided we had enough time to go over to, Stitches Unlimited, which is also in Lancaster. And I thought I saw a bag like this of yours, but I guess I was wrong. That shop,
not a huge inventory.
Yeah, they don't have a huge inventory. I mean, it's nice. It's laid out a little bit better in the fact that it's more spacious, but the lady's not mean. No, I'm going to talk about it.
Okay.
And I'm not going to say that because she's not. And she was very nice when we checked out, but
there was a bunch of other people.
Yeah, and she was talking to them the whole time. And, the lady at the other shop was not talking to us the whole time. She really didn't talk to us till we checked out. But it just was not quite as comfortable there. And not as much inventory. And so, being that Hodgepodge could order everything anyway, I don't really have a reason to go back to Stitches Unlimited.
Right.
And I hate to say that, but I did get my ball tip needles in a smaller size. I've been wanting those, and I knew she had them, and that's what I wanted. We've seen this a lot.
This is what Carla from Craft Addict K is doing.
Yep. And isn't Janet doing it with tea?
I don't know if that was from a later one, so if you are doing it,
maybe you can let me know.
Maybe.
I don't know if this is it or if you're just doing another coffee.
Because you said something about like you're changing it to tea. And
I don't remember which one it is. But as a companion piece, I found I don't have a problem with coffee. I have a problem without coffee. So,
are these your first heartstring sampling?
They might be.
Okay.
But as something special for once we hit 500 subscribers, especially since a lot of people already have this one, I bought the companion piece as a giveaway. So that will be our 500 stitch giveaway. And yeah, I don't have a problem with coffee. I have a problem without coffee. So that's going here so I don't lose it. And then I belong to this.
We saw this stitched up, and then we said, you know, that looks cool. Maybe we should do a round robin.
Yeah, so we got specific people we're going to talk to. But anyway, I belong to the cross stitch nation. So yeah.
And she didn't have that out there, so we looked it
up.
Yeah,
we had to ask for that.
And then it was in his
So book. I won't say I won't go back, because I will say they were
helpful.
Very helpful. And went above and beyond. So I lied. I'll go back. You know, because she even had some fabrics that
the fox
and rabbit.
Yes.
And she, you know, pulled that out so I could see it. It was pretty, but the color, it was a dark green and
it was too dark. Was it?
Brownie. Oh, I don't know what I would put on it. So I wasn't buying fabric just to buy fabric. So yeah, I'd go back. All right. So then we went to our last.
The one we've never been to, and we didn't get a picture of the sign, but there's a picture of us there.
Yeah, my husband took a picture. So
Strawberry Samplery.
Samplery or sampler?
I don't know.
I think strawberry samplery, maybe. But that was a really neat place, and we will definitely be going back there because it's only 20 minutes past King of Prussia. So we can go visit my husband at work or go shopping and then go back down there.
And have him pick up orders.
Or what?
Have him pick up our orders.
Yeah, I asked him if he'd pick up an order, and he goes, at this point, they'd be closed till I get there. I'm like, oh, that's true. So anyway, but the shop owner was so nice. They have a new space, and it's so spacious and especially with beautiful.
All 5 of us going.
And of course, again, she can order anything. So we love being able to, sorry for the noise. We love being able to support local. And that my husband didn't mind.
One of the things stitched up, it's like, and Leanne had seen a little placard at Hobby Lobby that says, follow your heart, but take your brain with you. And I saw that stitched up.
It is cute.
And that was adorable.
So we're probably going to order that. And we'll order it from her just because
I saw it there and I loved it.
Yeah. So I was able to get heartstring samplery.
Stickers.
And
they have coffee quaker.
First I drink the coffee, then I do the things. I thought I had that, but I don't.
Oh, is that the one I have without?
He's got both. Oh my goodness. This has my coffee. I don't have a problem with coffee. I have a problem without coffee. So.
And I love the browns in it.
Yeah. I love the antique look of that. And then something I regretted not getting a stitch on. And
that's what she did. She regretted not getting stuff. What I got?
Only 2 things.
Right.
And I got them.
I'm happy with mine. I didn't regret it.
I got Wilbur. Hey! I'm asking a ton of questions, so I'm hoping we get a ton of comments. If anybody knows who Tilly the goat is, can you let me know?
Because I saw another Teresa Kogut, and it said Tilly's house or Tilly's home.
So, you know, I got Wilbur because that's from Charlotte's Web.
And I thought Tilly was from Charlotte's Web.
So is Tilly from something? I don't know.
Yeah.
But this was my other regret, and I'm so thankful I was able to get above all. So yes, I like Teresa Kogut too, but that's like all my husband was looking at. And then he's like looking at things, and we're like, just stop. Keep him away from the Americana stuff, because that's all he wanted. And then he's looking at everything, and I'm not a huge sampler person. Okay, this to me is not typical sampler, because there is no alphabet. It's more Quakeresque. But I'm starting to like the Quaker style, because I like being able to do the motifs. It gives me a sense of accomplishment. But I still get a big project because I'm a big project person. So he's like looking at all these big samplers. This wouldn't take long.
Oh, so this
it will, hon.
We're at Hodgepodge, and I'll show you something in a second. He is looking, and it's, you know, you're holding a booklet, standard size pages, but and I'm like, this is 3 feet long. And he's like, what? How long would that take?
Like, this is tiny.
These things he was looking at. I'm like, some of them were on the wall. I'm like, look how big that thing is. So one shop, and stitches unloaded. I'm like, go stand there by the wall. Just take it in. Just look at them, because half of those we're not going to make.
Yeah. And we're like, we will gladly teach you how.
Right. So
I promise.
Okay, good.
I got my fabric.
That's it.
So let me pull that out. Sorry for all the noise. This is Vintage Sahara, and it's just a linen, and it's not my favorite linen, but yeah, it's the not my favorite feel of linen.
Is it the stretchy one?
It is, but it's not as bad as the blue. I mean, it is, but so I'm guessing it's the Zweigert that I don't really like. But anyway, it's a creamy yellow, and you know me, I don't love yellow, but this creamy is just really perfect, I think, for this. This could have like a green undertone, but I think it'll actually pop a little bit more on the lighter. So I was really, really pleased with that. Can I finish, or do you want to show your thing quick?
Sure, just go.
Okay. Each day, one stitch at a time. I love the colors in that. It's Colleen's and my colors.
And usually the ones that say something about like stitching, like is take one that it wasn't stitch up, but it said there's the line is fine between my hobby and my mental illness.
Yeah, and I don't want to be calling it a mental illness.
Right.
Like, seriously.
But yeah, so here's another saying. I think this was stitched out too.
I love you more than coffee, just not always before coffee.
I found that one. My big toe. I believe I found. These are your first ones.
Yep. These are my first. And like I said, my first ink circles. Well, I also got my second ink circles. This is Hey Diddle Diddle. You know, the cat and the fiddle, but it's called Hey Diddle, and it's a segment called The Moo the Merrier. So I'm not getting traditional ink circles. I totally get that, but this I love it. It's my fairy tales. So, oh, there is another one called The Slick Fiddle.
Now she's got to get it.
Of course, it's the companion piece.
Is it
Hey Diddle Diddle, the cat and the fiddle. The cow jumped over the moon.
Okay. The ink circles I would want to get would be like First Base, Here Comes Trouble, and All Together Now.
Well, I love those.
I think those are ink circles.
I'll leave her do those.
Are they Tempting Tangles?
I don't remember.
I don't know.
And then
Teresa,
I got
or
one
not
more.
Teresa. Janet's done that before. Or something.
Plum Street Samplers, Hello Summer.
You looked at 3 shops for that.
Yep.
Or the other ones.
Sorry, this is the third shop we looked. And on the bottom it says, Blessed is the nation whose God is the Lord, and the people whom he has chosen for his own inheritance. But Colleen was looking for this for me. And they finally had it at the third place. And of course it's summer. I love it. My husband will absolutely love it. It's got the eagle and a flag. So he better be happy. And so it's totally his style, totally my thing of summer. So I'm really happy with that. And I got 20% off because she was doing 20% off. So Stacy, I want to give a quick shout out to Stacy.
Is that Stacy C Stitches?
Stacy C Stitches, the letter C. She is also in the Under 1000 Subs Club. We've been watching her. We met her at StitchCon. She is such a nice person. Just sweet, kind, not a bad word to say about anybody. And she's visiting here in Pennsylvania, and she said she might be visiting Strawberry Sampler. So I'm going to encourage you, go, because she's got new space. Just go to her website to double check the address, because my maps had her old address. But it was easy to find, and she's so nice. Like, she just did her thing. She was stocking, and you could see on her counter she was also pulling orders. But she chatted with us while she did her work. She didn't follow us around.
She told us if there were things in stock and sure we could get them in.
Yeah, and I mean, we were there probably a good half hour, but it was only we got there right before, she was to close at 3, we got there at 2:10, and she didn't like try to rush us or anything like that, and we were very cognizant of the time. We were out by 2:45, but you know, she just was nice and conversational, and you know, if you can't find something, let me know, but take your time. And then after we checked out, she kind of told us the story. My husband is so into business because of what he does, and she told us, you know, how she ended up getting this property, and it was just really cool. So anyway, it was fun, and she was interested in us and interested in answering questions.
So really, she's like, it's nice meeting you all. I was like, oh, nice. It was nice meeting you too. But now my story.
Yeah.
He saw this at Hodgepodge, and this is mine. I already had it from StitchCon.
Wait, go away, stop.
But he saw it, and as soon as he saw the name of the pen, he keeps saying to me, Lincoln's Eagle, when are you going to start it? And I'm telling him, or no. I mean, this one's not huge. So, yeah, it was like 7.5 by 5, but I'm like, I don't have a fabric for it. And I already have a, like, Americana start planned and stuff. Like, you're not going to get it that soon.
So that's old.
Right.
All right, and then
I'm just gonna dump it. Okay.
I don't know who spent more money though. I did by a few dollars.
Yeah. I owe her $5 because I'm broke. I do have stuff in the bank account because we set up my bank account, but I'm broke.
Oh, see, I've been busy this week.
Okay. So there was this, she said it was priced wrong, so I was like, okay, I wasn't sold with it because you brought it with me. But I didn't get this, like, it was almost like a printed one. It had, like things. It was lace, or was it snowflakes?
Oh,
and it was like a tan
no, it was
fabric.
lace.
So I'm not going to really pull it out because it's not variegated or anything. I just like the color. I was wearing this color shirt.
I was actually going to buy that, but she wanted to.
You could have bought it. I mean, it
No.
would have been your piece of fabric then. But
Right.
28 count, and I don't have anything planned to go on it, but I love the color.
And her eyes will do better on it.
So, and yes, there's that color in this pattern, but it's not going with this. Tea Party. And I forgot, because you could ask or try to, what do you say, like...
For summer. To get 20%. Yeah, she's just like our stitching games. She said if it had the word summer, it was automatically 20% off. And if it spoke summer to you, but it wasn't like a beach theme or something like that.
Yeah.
This was in her newsletter. She said you can try to make it fit summer, and if it speaks summer, and
I purchased first.
she gave you the 20% off.
I forgot.
She was
But
going
there
to.
are bees in there. There are roses there. That to me is summer.
And
a tea
flags,
party.
like a picnic.
Yeah, picnic and tea party to me is more of
But
the
she said no
outside.
Christmas. No Christmas
More.
in July. She wouldn't count that.
So this is Shannon Christine. You have Aurora.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw another. It was stitched up, so but she didn't have any copies, but I couldn't afford it anyway. It was something like the.
So we will be going back after Colleen gets a job.
It was some sort of like elephant. Like it was like an African elephant, but it was all jeweled up and all the beads. Ooh. So, like where it almost looks like a mock-up on this picture, it doesn't look stitched. But I know, like some of this, like just the handle and the teacup and these teapots, those are beads.
Oh, yeah,
so
it
it's
is
gonna look
mock-up.
amazing.
And then
Should I show the fabric first or this?
that.
Okay. That was part 2 of Mirabilia, the Duchess of Roan. I got the Baker's wife. She showed it, and I was like, I'm getting that.
It was hidden behind something.
Because I think I like this one more. Is it because of the blue dress? I don't know. So, and as soon as I was just holding it, and you said something about it making a statement, it's got to be something that just pops.
Yeah, they remind me of the garish people
Right.
on Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah.
So to me, with all the opera colors and themes, you have to have something odd.
Oh, other than like, its own heroes and heroines, but Crows doing the Phantom Opera it's a quick stitch or something. But just anyway, if you know any Phantom of the Opera patterns, because I've not found any, not really been looking, but if there is, I want to see them because I love that story and everything. But look, that's the fabric. It's printed. So it's not on that side,
But
but
you can
there's,
see through it.
there's so many dots.
So that'll be perfect.
It'll look amazing. So I'm more excited. I think I might, oh, it's part 1, so.
I guess
I'll
we know what
probably
you're
stitch
stitching
this one
first. So that was basically my birthday.
Mhm.
Then I kept saying, he's like, was this the perfect day? I said, yeah, it'd be perfect if I was stitching now. So I did stitch a little bit in the car. Couldn't see very well, but it was okay. And then we grabbed a cheesecake. We came home. And then I'm going to have to insert my picture of my cover here.
Right.
Because I left it upstairs. But I
Katrina.
did start Katrina.
John Clayton's Katrina Elegance.
Board. This is the Elegance from John Clayton, which, you know, I have a new thing for. And Hannah, you'd be proud of me. I started with my blended threads. She always starts blended. I always end with my blended before chronic.
And I think I'll end with my blended.
Or,
Like, I want to get the dress for mine completely done.
but
and
the
then
main
do
color
the-
of her dress is a blend.
Right. Because she actually doesn't have too much purple because the way, like, she's standing, because the more bottom of her dress, the way it's, like, cut off.
Yeah.
She's got that.
But I
Pinks
love
and
the
blues.
gray here.
Mhm.
I think it's just, I love this fabric.
What's behind her?
A mantle?
Oh,
Or a...
no, mine's a mantle, like a
Fireplace.
fireplace. No, that's mine.
So mine's
Yours
just
is
a
a
fence.
fence, like a
Yeah.
balcony. She's standing on a balcony, and she's got gloves on.
Yeah. Oh, she's elegant. Totally. So then I'll insert my photo. I brought it down. Whoops. Sorry. That is my cover photo for Katrina. So I got 160 stitches in her yesterday. I'm pretty pleased.
Isla got, and her name is Isla because I looked it up. It's not Isla or Isla. I just don't like that name. No offense to anyone who's named that. But I like saying it. But that's what she will look like. Yeah.
Yeah, will look like.
Oh, and then I have a width to show because it was hidden by this. Yeah, look, I counted up all the way up to here. So more of that big bottom part. That's more the middle. I counted off and started there.
Oh, and by the way, I used one of my fabrics of the month. Pretty pleased about that.
So mine is just a blush 32 count.
That you got on Saturday.
That's another part of my haul, but I had started using it.
Oh, yeah, because that was my birthday start. We couldn't hold off.
Here's my whip. I finished my whip go for Golden Unicorn. Oh, guess what? All that is taken out. There's,
What?
There's one row that shouldn't be there. So it's a...
This here, she said, has to come out.
But I was like, I'm taking my picture and I'll deal with that later. Because I stitched more of that, just that big chunk.
The white or the gold?
That's
Oh, I'm sorry. I showed you the wrong. Okay. Whatever. Okay. So, if you don't know what Annie's Keepers are, this is what I was doing in the car. So, what Annie's Keepers are, Craft Addict K has an awesome tutorial on them. Not tutorial, show and tell. So, they yank in and out. And they click back into place. So, I've been writing them, and the pen I use, you don't want to smear it. So, I let it sit overnight or a couple hours, and then throw the stickers on. And basically, I use my stick for wrapping, a measuring thing, and wrap to 18-inch lengths. And then you just cut it. So it's all pre-cut. And I was so anti-pre-cut, and she still can't wrap her head around it. She's like, I can't believe you're doing that. But I'm pretty happy because of my floss drops, since I've made all those floss drops. So I went, and Joann's had a sale. And I did this today. So I'll show it to you. And I bought a lot of DMC.
Yay.
So that I can keep going with my Annie's Keepers.
The little bag is mine.
Yeah. I think that's a lot. So anyway, I don't know when I'll do it. I think it can stay a car project because that was actually pretty fun in the car.
Yeah.
As long as I don't lose my stick.
Right. Now I have a storage for my fabric because they were just sitting on the shelf, and Dad had gone in, and you're like, hopefully it gets like a good color. Oh yeah, this way. So, boom, there we go.
Yep. All right. So, well, I guess I have a little bit more haul.
Birthday haul. That's not that's cross-stitch related.
This is for a frog.
Right.
I got this back when Colleen got hers, but it's been wrapped, and I totally forgot about it. So now I just need the little frog to go inside of it.
While we were getting patterns scanned, we went to the Goodwill, and she was looking for dishes. And she's like, I don't know if it would fit, but she doesn't have the frog.
And I was like, wait, I'm looking for a frog. Colleen got me this at the Ark. Isn't that so sweet? So it's a replica.
Replica. And
no, it's Ark.
Turn it. That way. Show it. No.
That.
It says Ark Encounter.
I hope you... Oh, yeah, good. Not upside down. All right. And then Leanne got me this. It says, I look forward to coffee and you. I thought that was the sweetest thing. And then my husband, Hobby Lobby was our place.
Loved this.
My son got me a Hobby Lobby.
When I saw it, I was like, really? But then she opened it, she loved it.
When I opened this, I was like...
I wrapped it in tissue paper. Pink.
And she's like... They were all looking at me like I was foreign or something. Like something they'd never seen before. And they were afraid. They actually thought I wouldn't like this. And when I opened it, I'm like, I love it. They're like, what? Babe Cave. Come on. Who wouldn't like that? It's pink. And I'm not into the whole she shed thing.
Oh.
Babe Cave.
Yeah.
Instead of a man cave. And I think I'm going to put this at the top of the stairs. Because it's not just our room in here that's the babe cave. Because Colleen's stuff's at the bottom of the stairs.
Right.
And the closet has a lot of things too. So I think just at the top of the stairs, I'm going to put babe cave. And I love it. And I love that he thought of me. And my husband got me that. He also got me some new scissors.
And they're all wrapped.
Embroidery scissors.
Put away because...
he got them on Etsy. They are Saju scissors.
Okay, if I am saying that wrong, I'm sorry because I
we're
thought
guessing.
of the rhyme Aju, Saju, so...
But we... he ordered them on Etsy and not from Saju in France. So he's not sure if they are the real deal or not. And you can't be sure.
We do have a picture, so
we'll put that in. Their Eiffel Tower. I mean, like, seriously.
Like, it had a tassel,
So
it had a
cute.
pink Eiffel Tower on it.
But yeah, we're sending them back because when you open and close them, let me see if I can unwrap this. When you open and close them, they were rough. So he felt that it was rough.
When I was wrapping them, I was like, whoa.
So we don't know if it was just a bad pair, but when you open and close them, even this is a little rough, but they're not, I don't want to say these aren't top quality, but they probably are not. But what was doing is these part here, they were hitting each other. So something was out of alignment. So anyway, he's sending them back to Etsy, and we did order a new pair coming from France. And he's like, and if you don't like those, he's like, I'll get you something else, you know, if we have to send those back. And I'm like, they're coming from France. It doesn't matter if I like them or not. They can get hung on a wall for all I care because they're coming from France. Like, yeah, that's the end of it for me. Is that all? Oh, fabric of the month. Oh yeah, all 3 of my fabrics of the month came. The one came right after we filmed last week. My Fabulicious Jobelin. Definitely one of my favorites. This is, I used a Jobelin for her. This one is called Peach My Heart. Peach of My Heart.
Peach of My Heart.
But this was one of my fabrics of the month of this. So, like, I think as long as I have the money, I'll be continuing that next year.
This is
You already know that Rogue, I'm probably not going to continue because
they do other
they're
ones.
doing other ones, and I don't know.
Who's this?
These are 18 count Ada I've been doing. Joy Lynn by Atomic Ranch. And I'm not loving all the different fabrics. I'm glad that I'm getting the chance to try them though. But some of them that I don't love, I'm getting more than one of. And that I'm not.
Right.
I don't, it's not that I don't,
Like, if you,
I want to say I don't appreciate that,
right.
but it's not what I really want. So Rogue is who did the Picture This Plus. And in November, Picture This Plus announced that they were not going to do a fabric of the month. So Rogue came up with their own solution, which is fine. And I don't mind it. But if that's their solution again next year, I'm not doing it anymore. Then of course I joined Color with Cotton, Pretty Color and Cotton very recently.
Do I have to say, like, if you haven't seen yours or something?
No, because this is June and June is over.
Oh.
Fieldstone, but I get bigger pieces from Color and Cotton because they are, I don't know if Fabulicious or Color and Cotton is my favorite. And my husband said he would get me one for my birthday.
And that was Be Stitch Me?
I'm either going to do Be Stitch Me or
It's like Weavers?
Silk Weaver. So it's either going to be Stitch Me or Silk Weaver. So I asked him to give me time, and I'm going to order one piece of each. And I'm going to do pinks because I use a lot of pinks. And then whichever one I like better, that's the one he can get for me.
But we hear a lot of stuff about Be Stitch Me.
Yeah, we hear a lot about Be Stitch Me, so that makes me really want to try it. But Silk Weaver has a really good price. Like, an amazing price. If you belong to their fabric of the month, they knock 25% off their original price. And so if you go in and look at what their piece normally is $40. But if you get it through fabric of the month, it's $30. So, yeah, you're not choosing your fabric, but, you know. But this Color and Cotton, totally me. I don't know if I joined in neutrals. I may have. Or I might have done a both. I don't know. But I'm okay with that because I get other colors for the others. And this is Lugana. So I get Jobelin, I get Ada, I get Lugana. And if I do, I think it's if I do Silk Weaver, I can do Bardal.
Oh, yeah.
And that's kind of what I want. Or is that Be Stitch Me?
I think it's Be Stitch Me.
So, you know, I want to do something different. And that I like the fabrics of the month being, and I use things that I wouldn't have normally done. I would never, ever, ever have bought this color.
Would you like?
I mean, I would have bought the color maybe, but not for this project. If I saw it in person, I probably would have bought it. But whoever gets to see them in person. All right, plans. We already talked about Lipto. We talked about Pledge of Allegiance. Cross Stitch Studio.
We have planned to.
We have 24 hours of cross stitch coming up.
Oh yeah.
what time is it? 6, 7 o'clock.
No,
So
not today.
I'm hoping tonight maybe we could get out the dyeing stuff because we're just eating our French onion soup for dinner.
Oh, right.
So yeah, that would be really awesome because we were supposed to come home and dye fabric yesterday. I have a whole stack of cream and white, and we have tons of RIT. We went and bought containers. Hopefully plastic works for dyeing. But we'll see.
We're putting, wait, you say we're putting our hand in the, no, we're putting our
Gloved hand.
Something about like you're putting your hat in the ring of trying.
Yeah,
or
we're
something.
gonna try. Just for fun. That was supposed to be the birthday project because my girls like to do something. And I will tell you, the 2 youngest were fantastic yesterday. They didn't complain.
Oh, but their comments afterwards is hilarious.
So the Tale as Old as Time stitch along that I told you guys about from Story Stitches has now been announced. It's starting in September. So if you want to join, you can go on her Facebook group, Tale as Old as Time.
Who's it by?
Story Stitches. That's the group. Story Stitches is the group. But she has the 2 different size options, standard and extended. The extended has 4 bonus rooms, which obviously I'm doing the extended. She's got her color list, which I printed out, and she even tells you when it's going to be first introduced. So the frame is introduced in September. I am going to try like mad to keep up with this. I think there was another stitch along. There's so many stitch alongs, and I love them. I love them. So yeah, I think that's it though. I think I'll have 3 stitch alongs going on. Besides my July.
I'm still in a stitch, or it was a stitch along. The frosted, no, not frosted pumpkin. Pepper and purple. I'm so behind in that because that's already done.
So before we go, we went up like 50 people since StitchCon. So we're pretty sure a lot of them are people we met, which is so great, so amazing. But we would love to reciprocate and thank whoever it is that might be shouting us out, because
So please tell us where you came from.
yeah, so if you came to us because of somebody else, could you let us know in the comments, please? Because we either want to shout them out or thank them. I do know that our road trip video is in Pam and Steph's playlist, so that's kind of cool. That's been getting a lot of views, which is weird because it's totally not a normal video of us, but I'm kind of glad that's there because that is totally us.
It is, I mean, like it passed your unboxing of Hades, but it is one of the most viewed ones, so I'm sure people are watching it from there.
Yeah, so some of you may have just come because of StitchCon, which is fine. We love it. We're glad to have you. We're so thankful to have you. We love our new viewers. We love our old viewers. And
if you have been here from the beginning, we thank you so much.
Yes, I'm sure there's not been very many of them because we started out pretty slow. But yeah, so as a thank you, as soon as we hit 500 people, we are giving this away. And it was so funny because quick comment here. I know different YouTube styles do it differently. And my husband cannot wrap his head around this. And I said to him, I'm buying this for my 500 giveaway. He's like, but you're so close to 500. Do it for your 600. And I'm like, you don't get it. We want to reward. We want to gift somebody.
Yeah.
Because it's because of you that we're still doing this and enjoying ourselves. I mean, I may be spending too much because we want to show you stuff and it gives us stuff to show. But I'm using it and I'm loving it. And we're having a good time. We're spending a lot of time together. We're meeting new people. So we're really thrilled with what we're doing. But I'm like, no, this is for the people who've been watching us, who've been here all along. Because we love you. We love talking to you. And I know that other channels, not Flosstube. I said to him, Flosstube is different, hon. It's so different than, the 5-minute videos that he thought we should have been making all along, in the beginning. But yeah, it's like, I get that. They're trying to get more subscribers. So they're driving the, share us. I mean, we would love if you shared us. What is it they say? Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell and you'll get notifications. We never say that because I forget.
People who do it, I compliment you. You're so great at it.
We have no regular opening. I'm an airhead. We'll put it there. So anyway, I think we are done for now, and we will see you next time.
Happy stitching!